Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman chaired the 5th pre-budget consultation with industry representatives in New Delhi. The meeting was held as part of the preparations for the upcoming Union Budget 2025-2026. Well, my colleague Shivani also spoke to Sanjiv Puri, President CII and Chairman and Managing Director of ITC on the various suggestions made in the pre-budget meeting. Let's listen in.
I think I wouldn't like to summarize it by saying our key demand. I think that would not be a fair way of putting across the suggestions we have made. See, ultimately, CII is working on methods to or suggestions for further economic development. We are in a strong wicket, and we are in a strong wicket because of a lot of sound policies that the government has taken over several years, and we are in a sound position because of, despite the challenges in the world, despite the excess capacities in China, despite the impact on food inflation account of climate change, despite all of this, we are in a solid foundation. So our whole focus has been on how to further focus on the economic development of the nation, right? And CII sees itself, member sees itself as a partner in the development. So I won't want to put it across as saying as a demand or something like that. So these are all suggestions. So these suggestions are on how to provide impetus on sectors that have high, labor intensity, onto MSMEs, ideas on integrating with global value chains. We've spoken about areas that, on divestment of public enterprises. We've spoke for resource mobilization and also investing in using those resources to invest in a sovereign fund to look at some strategic areas. We've also spoken about, natural resources, given that economic activity is intrinsically linked to a lot of natural resources, including agriculture. So how to build adaptive capacity, resilience in those areas. We've also emphasized that the government's strategy of, focusing on public investments and also the fiscal consolidation glide path is actually benefiting the nation because it's crowding. It is certainly leading to better private investment. It is making the economy competitive. So we've said that reinforced that should continue and suggested a 25% hike in public capex for the year ahead. 25 for the year ahead.
And how are we seeing on the private capex progressing?
Private capex is happening. And private capital is happening. In fact, as a percentage of GDP, it is now higher than what it was pre-COVID. In Q2, in fact, the announcements have been substantially higher than what they are in the past. So I think we're on the right track, and there are a lot of positives in the Indian economy. There are, of course, global challenges that are headwinds. But with the positives in the Indian economy, we do see that the private capex will continue to progress.
Okay. You just spoke about the fiscal glide path. Do you see that narrowing down to a better level because of the capex expenditure that government is making?
What we are saying is that next year the target is 4.5. And we are suggesting that we stay with 4.5 because any further compression will impact, growth. So we are suggesting that stay with the fiscal glide path and look towards debt reduction glide path to about 50% of GDP by FY30. That will help India's sovereign rating and also, therefore, interest rates.